under 10 turnover. Dude, our board would be green if we did a review. If we did a review, our shit would probably be green. If your blocks were just two.
Okay, as a reminder, it's courtesy to our fellow media members and our team participants. Please silence your cell phones. Please provide your name and affiliation when you ask a question. For Wisconsin, we have student athletes Xavier Amos, Steve Crowell, John Blackwell, Coach Greg Gard. Coach, if we can start with you, some comments on tonight's game.
Sure. Obviously, you get to this time of the year, you know you're playing a really good team, which I was impressed with Montana on film, and we were able to establish the paint early. I felt was important and take advantage of things in there, but give them credit. Every time we were starting to bust it open, we get it to 11, they'd hit a 3. We got it to 7, they hit a 3. Then we were finally able to pull away, in the back half of the second half. But obviously a team that's had a really good year and played a lot of really good basketball. And for our sake, we're just, happy to be moving on. I think we can play even better. I thought we got a lot of contributions across the board off our bench. Depth has always been a strength of this team all year. And, it's good to get in this and get the first one. And now we get ready for Saturday.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take questions for the student athletes first, then we'll let them go and we'll keep Coach a few more minutes. Over here. Go ahead.
Kyle Newman from the Denver Post. How does this feel in this year compared to last year, and does this one kind of take away or erase some of that disappointment from last year?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think, like you said, we were trying to get that taste out of our mouth of last year, and I think this game did it. And like Coach said, I think everyone contributed, which almost feels better when everyone gets on the box score. So I just thought it was a great team win.
Over here.
John, Mark Stewart, Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Coach talked about the challenge of pulling away, but it seemed like, in the second half, the defense kind of started to make some inroads there. What was maybe getting better? What helped you guys kind of settle in a little more, maybe be a little more effective defensively toward the end of that second half?
I think just our guards and bigs, I think we just told each other, got to have a little more bite to us. Don't let them get into our paint. And I think we did that good. We shut out their guards, getting stuff easy, made it difficult, and then just rebounded and pushed on the other end.
Other questions for our student athletes? Over here again.
Yeah, Xavier. You made an impact on both ends of the floor. This was your first NCAA tournament game. What was it, like out there for you, and what does it mean to you to be able to, help this team on this stage?
I definitely just felt the energy and the atmosphere of being here and playing with these guys and all year, and then coming here and trying to do big things in this March Madness is just a blessing here, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Go ahead.
Mike Kelly with the Associated Press. This is for either any one of you. You had that stretch in the second half where Carter hit that big three-pointer and took a charge and then hit another jumper. How big was that to kind of calm the waters and get you guys in complete control of the game?
Well, I just think he's a major key to our team. He's a spark plug off the bench. He's a vet. He knows his role, and he excels in his role. And he's a guy that's always going to give us energy. Whether he has 0 points or he has 15 points, his energy is not going to go down. So we love him for that, and we're going to keep going.
Okay, back there to the right.
David Giardino, Wisconsin Student Radio. John, you took the Money Williams assignment tonight. He's a guy that's really good at getting to his dominant hand, but you did a good job forcing him back right. Can you talk through that assignment a little bit?
I just looked over the film. He's a great player, and he's been getting it going lately in these last 5 games. And I just tried to make everything difficult for him because a guy like that, he's just a hooper. If he, gets in a rhythm, it's going to be hard to stop him. So my coaches set me up with a good plan to try to stop him, try to get him from not going off. So, yeah.
Anything else for our student athletes right here?
Hey, Stephen Conlon from the Denver Post. Tell me about in the second half. Seemed like you really kind of found your rhythm inside. Obviously, they're two big guys, put up a fight in that first half despite the size advantage. But how did you feel like you were able to kind of find that rhythm in the second half?
I mean, I think I got to give credit to my coaches and my teammates for being on me about staying aggressive. Like you said, in the second half, finally got it going a little bit inside. And obviously, we knew we had the size advantage, so that was one key emphasis that we wanted to take advantage of. And like I said, credit to the coaches and my teammates for giving me the ball. Yes,
Okay, no more questions for our student athletes. We'll dismiss them at this time. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions for the coach? Let's go over here first.
Greg, Mark Stewart from Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel again. As far as Xavier goes, I mean, obviously he's been a guy that's been in the rotation, pretty much all year. As a coach, what kind of satisfaction does it give you? Maybe satisfaction isn't the right word, but how much does it please you to see a guy that's kind of toiled so long and kind of be able to show what he's been able to do on this stage?
Yeah, and I think obviously his line score jumps out, and you think, all right, he's got 11 points, but it was the defensive plays he made. He blocked some shots in the first half. He covered up. He rotated. He brought some energy to us defensively that got us going a little bit in transition. So, I think that's been a growing area for him defensively, continuing to get better and understanding when you can help, how to help, what your assignment is, who you're guarding, is it a shooter, is it not a shooter, and then how you can help your team. And I thought defensively he did he got punch drove once by Pridgeon in the second half where he helped a little too long and took a bad angle. But other than that, I thought defensively he did some good things.
Kyle Newman from the Denver Post. You mentioned you think your team can play even better going ahead into the next round against BYU or VCU. Where do you want to see cleaned up a little bit to maybe see this team get on a roll in this tournament?
Yeah, I think we had a couple careless turnovers at times, and we had two late there in the last minute, 2 or 3. And as a coach, I'm always, my expectations are never met in that regard. So I always want us to take care of the ball. I think we can. We were a little choppy at times offensively in the first half, and I don't know if JT really got going. Tanjay got to the line. I think we'll shoot it better. I think and just get into a rhythm. I think this one was a grinder, which we felt it would be with how Montana plays and how good they are defensively at plugging the lane and not getting spread out. So. I think just even getting through this first game, a game under their belt is always important. And now you want to take another step because you're going to be playing an even better team regardless of who it is on Saturday.
Over here.
Coach Mike Kelly from the Associated Press. I wanted to ask you about that sequence Carter had in the second half. How much do you think that contributed to you guys being able to settle things down and take control? Yeah,
that was huge. I mean, he's done that all year for us. He's made big plays. We've had other guys make big plays at big times, and I think our bench has been one of our strengths throughout the year. We've gotten great contributions off it. You saw Amos tonight. McGee's done that throughout the year. Janicki's done it at times, and then obviously Gilmore. So they know. I don't want them to be bashful. I don't want them to be passive. I want them aggressive when they come in, and obviously Carter took advantage of his opportunities there, and then we went right back to him on another little post play, and he scored on that too. So, when he's got some confidence going, it's good that his teammates find him.
Wait, do you right, Coach?
David Giordino, Wisconsin Student Radio. Obviously, Montana top 10% in the country in spot-up threes this year. Shot 45% in the first half, under 20 in the second half. Was that a message in halftime? What was the game plan around that in the second half?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we talked about that. Thought we gave up a couple stare-down threes where we didn't close with enough sense of urgency, and we didn't come out with hands up and contest. So we talked about that, of not giving stare-down threes and making sure the guys that we've identified as shooters, we got to get them off the line and stay hot on them. So I thought we did a better job. Kai Johnson got loose on us once on an out-of-bounds play. We took the wrong route, chasing a screen, but I thought we were better. We were more aggressive into the ball, which helps, get shooters off the line.
Anything else? Okay,
Well,
thank
good.
you for your time,
All right,
Coach.
Thank you.
As a reminder, Hammond Communications will post the recordings of this press conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at ncaaveritone.com. Transcripts also provided by ASAP and will be posted shortly. Thank you.